Welcome back to Fame Unfolded, the only place where we count other people's money so you do not have to. I am your host, Ethan, and today we are looking at the top 10 highest paid actors and actresses in the world right now in 2026. These stars make more money in a single day than I will ever make in my entire life selling lemonade. We are talking mountains of cash, big mansions, and private jets. Grab your snacks, grab your grandma, grab your teddy bear, and let us dive right into this giant pile of Hollywood gold. 10. John Cena, $26 million. Now, I know what you are thinking. How can someone make $26 million if nobody can even see him? It is the best magic trick in the world. John Cena went from throwing giant people around in a wrestling ring to wearing funny costumes and being a superhero. Kids, you probably know him as the big guy who eats peas for breakfast. Grandpas, you probably wonder why he is dancing in silly commercials. The man makes money from everywhere. He sells burgers, he sells face wash, and he drives fast cars. If I had $26 million, I would buy a solid gold wrestling ring and hire a butler just to pass me the remote control. But John Cena just keeps working and flexing those giant arms. And remember, if you look closely at your screen right now, you still cannot see him. But his bank account is definitely visible from space. 9. Daniel Craig, $27 million. Put on your best fancy suit and grab a magnifying glass because James Bond is in the house. Daniel Craig made $27 million this year. You would think he retired from being a secret spy, but the money just keeps finding him. Grandmas all over the world love this guy because he knows how to tie a bow tie while jumping out of a helicopter. Kids, imagine your grandpa putting on a tuxedo just to go to the grocery store to buy milk. That is Daniel Craig in real life. He probably pays for his coffee with golden coins and has a car that turns into a submarine. With $27 million, he could buy a million spy gadgets. He could buy shoes that are also telephones, and a watch that shoots laser beams at burnt toast. I tried to be a spy once, but I tripped over my own shoelaces and spilled juice on my shirt. That is why Daniel Craig gets the big spy money and I am just sitting here. 8. Jason Momoa, $28 million. Grab your snorkels and flippers because the king of the ocean is swimming in $28 million. Jason Momoa, also known as Aquaman, made a massive splash this year. Kids, this is the guy who talks to fishes and rides giant seahorses. I tried talking to my goldfish once and it just blew a bubble at me. It did not give me $28 million. Jason Momoa is so big and tall, he probably uses a regular tree as a toothbrush. With that much money, he does not even need to live on land. He could build a massive underwater castle made entirely of pizza and waterproof video games. Grandpas, you have to admit the guy has great hair. He probably spends at least $2 million just on Special Ocean shampoo. Whenever he enters a room, I bet someone throws a bucket of water on him just to make him feel at home. 7. Jack Black, $28 million. Skadoosh. The funniest man on the planet, Jack Black, also took home $28 million. This guy is basically a human bouncy ball of energy. Kids, you know him as the voice of the giant hungry panda who loves dumplings and the giant fire-breathing turtle who really wanted to marry a princess. Jack Black does not even need to act. He just runs around, sings silly songs, kicks his legs in the air, and studios hand him millions of dollars. He doubled up this year by bringing his bouncy energy to even more giant kid movies. I tried singing loudly in the kitchen yesterday and my family asked me to go outside. Jack Black sings loudly and buys a mansion. If I had $28 million like him, I would buy 10,000 dumplings and eat them all, while wearing a fuzzy panda suit. He is the only guy who can do a high kick, sing a rock song, and make grandmas and kids laugh until their tummies hurt, all at the exact same time. 6. Denzel Washington, $38 million. We are moving up the list to $38 million with the coolest guy to ever walk on Earth. Denzel Washington. Grandpas, I know you are clapping right now. Denzel does not even need to say a word. He just gives the camera that very serious stare and the movie theater goes wild. Kids, imagine your dad giving you that look when you forget to take out the trash. Now imagine getting paid $38 million for that look. Denzel is so cool. If he walked into a room full of penguins, the penguins would ask him for an autograph. He has been making amazing movies for so long that his older movies continue to pay him millions every single year. He does not wear flashy superhero capes or talk to fish. He just puts on a nice jacket, walks away from explosions without looking back, and cashes a massive check. I tried walking away from an explosion once, but it was just my toaster burning my waffles, and I definitely looked back. Hold your horses right there. Before we get to the top 5 richest stars, you need to do something for me. Check to see if you are subscribed to Fame Unfolded. If you do not click that subscribe button right now, my boss said I have to eat a bowl of broccoli for dinner instead of pizza. Please kids, grandmas, grandpas, save me from the broccoli. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let us get back to counting these giant mountains of cash. 5. Brad Pitt, $41 million. Coming in at number 5 is Brad Pitt with $41 million. This guy has been famous since dinosaurs roamed the earth, or at least since my parents were young. Here is a funny secret about Brad Pitt. He is always eating in his movies. Seriously, watch his films. He is always munching on an apple, a sandwich, or some chips while he is talking. Kids, you parents tell you not to talk with your mouth full, but Brad Pitt does it and gets paid $41 million. I guess if you are that handsome, you can shoo as loud as you want. Right now, he is making tons of money driving race cars for a brand new racing movie. If I drove a race car, I would probably get lost and end up in a supermarket parking lot. But Brad Pitt looks perfect doing it, while eating a cheeseburger, of course. 4. Scarlett Johansson, $43 million. Watch out, because Scarlett Johansson just roundhouse kicked her way to $43 million. Kids know her as the super spy who saves the world with the superhero teams. Now she's getting paid a giant pile of money to fight huge dinosaurs in the new Jurassic movies. Imagine going from fighting space aliens to running away from a hungry T-Rex. I get scared when a little spider is in my bathroom, but Scarlett takes on a 60-foot dinosaur and demands a big share of the movie profits for it. That is a fair trade if you ask me. Grandmas, you have to respect a lady who can do all those action stunts and still have perfectly styled hair. With $43 million, she could probably just buy a real dinosaur, put a saddle on it, and ride it to the grocery store. Nobody would ever cut in line in front of her. 3. Saturn's old ring. Mark Wahlberg. $44 million at number 3. We have Mark Wahlberg with $44 million. This guy is famous for making lots of action movies and talking to a stuffed teddy bear. Kids, do not try talking to your teddy bears expecting to get rich. I tried it, and my bear just stared at me. Mark Wahlberg has become the biggest guy for streaming movies right now, jumping into giant projects for the big streaming services. He is also famous for his crazy daily schedule. He wakes up at 2 in the morning to lift heavy weights. 2 in the morning. When it is 2 in the morning, I am snoring so loud, my neighbors think there is a bear in my room. While we are dreaming about eating giant pancakes, Mark is doing 1,000 push-ups. I guess that is why they pay him $44 million. He works harder than a beaver building a dam. 2. Tom Cruise, $46 million run. That is exactly what Tom Cruise does, and he ran his way to $46 million this year. Seriously, nobody in the history of the world runs as much as Tom Cruise in his movies. He runs away from bad guys. He runs away from explosions. He runs to catch airplanes. Kids, if you ever feel tired during gym class, just think of Tom Cruise. He is over 60 years old and he is taking less money up front just so he can get a massive piece of the box office profits later. Grandmas, I know you cover your eyes when he does those scary stunts. I cover my eyes too. I get dizzy just standing up too fast from the couch. But Tom Cruise straps himself to the outside of a flying airplane just for fun. With $46 million, he does not even need to buy a house. He probably just sleeps in a parachute while falling from the sky. 1. Adam Sandler, $48 million. And finally, the king of the castle, the number 1 highest paid actor in the world is Adam Sandler with $48 million. This is the best story ever. Adam Sandler does not wear fancy suits or jump out of airplanes. He just wears giant baggy basketball shorts, invites all of his best friends to a tropical island, films them making silly jokes, and Netflix hands him a giant fortune. It is absolute genius. Kids, he is the king of funny voices and silly faces, recently starring in Happy Gilmore 2. Grandpas, you probably remember laughing at him playing golf like a hockey player years ago. He is basically getting paid millions of dollars to go on vacation with his buddies. If I wore baggy shorts and made silly voices, my mom would tell me to go to my room. But Adam Sandler turned it into an empire. He is proof that being goofy, wearing comfortable clothes, and making people smile is the best job in the entire universe. Well, that was it for today, folks. We counted down enough money to buy an entire planet made of chocolate. Why did the actor fall through the floorboards? Because he was just going through a stage. Ha, get it? I know that was terrible, but you still love me. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to check out our other videos on Fame Unfolded where we talk about more shiny, crazy, expensive things. Stay awesome, keep smiling, and I will see you next time.